Cain, a name synonymous with betrayal, murder, and divine punishment. Cast out for his sin, Cain's story is often seen as a cautionary tale. But what if this infamous figure played a pivotal role in the rise of civilization itself? History, it turns out, is full of unexpected twists. Cain's journey, far from ending with his exile, marks the beginning of a new chapter in human history. Our story begins with an act of violence, but from this dark seed grows an unexpected outcome: innovation. Driven by necessity and perhaps a desire to defy his fate, Cain becomes an unlikely pioneer. He establishes the world's first city, a testament to human resilience and the enduring drive for progress. This act of creation, however, is not without its complexities. Cain's legacy is a study in duality, a tangled web of progress and corruption. His descendants, inheritors of his innovative spirit, would go on to shape the ancient world for better or worse. Banished to the land of Nod, east of Eden, Cain is confronted with a desolate landscape and the weight of his actions. It is here, in this harsh environment, that he chooses to build, to create, and ultimately to defy the curse placed upon him. The city of Enoch, named for his son, becomes a symbol of this defiance. More than just a physical structure, Enoch represents a departure from the nomadic life, a shift towards order and structure. It is the birth of urbanization, a concept that would shape the course of human history. But this newfound structure comes at a cost. As Cain's descendants innovate, they also stray from the path of righteousness. Idolatry, violence, and corruption begin to fester, casting a long shadow over their achievements. Cain's legacy becomes a double-edged sword, a catalyst for both progress and moral decay. The very act of exile, a punishment meant to isolate and break Cain, becomes the unlikely catalyst for his transformation. Cast out from the Garden of Eden, stripped of his former life, Cain is thrust into the unforgiving embrace of the unknown. Yet it is within this crucible of hardship that his innate human resilience is ignited. The land of Nod, his designated place of exile, is described as a desolate wasteland, a stark contrast to the fertile paradise he left behind. Here, survival is not a given, but a constant struggle against the elements and the scarcity of resources. It is within this unforgiving environment that Cain's latent potential is awakened. Necessity, the mother of invention, becomes Cain's constant companion. The comforts of Eden are a distant memory, replaced by the urgent need for shelter, food, and protection. It is from this primal urge to survive that the seeds of innovation are sown. Cain, once a tiller of the soil, must now learn to adapt, to bend the harsh realities of Nod to his will. The exiled man, burdened by guilt and ostracized for his sin, becomes a reluctant pioneer. His story, far from ending in despair, takes an unexpected turn. It is in exile that Cain truly begins to leave his mark on the world, not through violence, but through creation. His journey, born from tragedy and transgression, becomes a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. Cain's act of creation finds its most profound expression in the establishment of Enoch, the world's first city. More than just a collection of dwellings, Enoch represents a paradigm shift in human history, marking a departure from the nomadic lifestyle of hunter-gatherers and ushering in a new era of urbanization. The very act of building a city, of establishing a permanent settlement, speaks to a fundamental human desire for stability, security, and community. Within the protective embrace of Enoch's walls, a new social order begins to take shape, one governed by laws, cooperation, and a shared sense of purpose. The challenges of city life, however, are as immense as the opportunities it presents. No longer can individuals exist in isolation. Enoch demands collaboration, specialization of labor, and the development of new technologies to address the needs of a growing population. It is within this crucible of innovation that Cain's descendants begin to flourish. The skills honed out of necessity in the unforgiving landscape of Nod become the foundation for advancements in agriculture, craftsmanship, and social organization. Enoch, born from the ashes of exile, becomes a beacon of human ingenuity, a testament to the power of collective effort. This, the mark of Cain, a legacy of duality. Cain's legacy, however, is not one of unmitigated progress. Just as Enoch represents the birth of civilization, it also embodies the seeds of its potential downfall. The same innovative spirit that drives humanity to new heights also carries within it the capacity for great darkness. The descendants of Cain, inheritors of his ingenuity and ambition, also inherit his capacity for violence, greed, and transgression. As Enoch grows and prospers, so too does the potential for corruption. The very structures meant to ensure order and security become instruments of power and control. The story of Cain, then, is not simply a tale of technological advancement or societal evolution. It's a cautionary reminder that progress is a double-edged sword. With every step forward, there is the potential for missteps, for unintended consequences that can unravel even the most noble of endeavors. Cain's mark, a symbol of his sin and exile, becomes a potent metaphor for the duality of human nature. It is a reminder that the capacity for both creation and destruction resides within us all. The artisan's hammer Tubal-Cain and the dawn of technology. Among the descendants of Cain, one name resonates with the clang of progress: Tubal-Cain. Described as a forger of all instruments of bronze and iron, Tubal-Cain embodies the spirit of innovation. His mastery of metalworking ignited a technological revolution. With the advent of metalworking, a new era dawned. Stronger tools allowed for greater efficiency in agriculture, construction, and warfare. Tubal-Cain's innovations extended far beyond the practical realm. The ability to fashion metal into intricate shapes gave rise to new forms of artistic expression. Tubal-Cain's legacy is etched into the very fabric of civilization. The lyre's song, Jubal and the birth of art. While Tubal-Cain's hammer echoed with technological progress, Jubal filled the air with the ethereal beauty of music. Jubal, the father of those who handle the harp and organ, harnessed sound to stir the soul and elevate the spirit. Before Jubal, music existed in nature: birds, leaves, waves. Jubal crafted instruments, translating inner music into melodies for all. The harp and organ marked a shift in human expression. Emotions transcended spoken words and gestures. Music conveyed joy, sorrow, love, and loss with depth beyond language. Music became a universal language, bridging cultural divides. Jubal's legacy extends beyond entertainment. Music became integral to religious ceremonies, connecting worshippers to the divine. It preserved cultural history and passed down knowledge. Jubal's lyre echoes in symphonies, folk songs, and modern music. His legacy enriches our lives with beauty, emotion, and the transcendent power of art. Section 3. The Seeds of Discord. Innovation's Shadow. As the descendants of Cain flourished, their innovations cast a long shadow. A darker aspect of their legacy began to take root. The drive for progress and insatiable curiosity contained seeds of discord. Tools for life became tools for violence. Metal weapons turned to war, knowledge tainted by ambition, music incited violence, art became propaganda. Cain's legacy is a double-edged sword. Progress without morality leads to ruin. Section 4. A legacy of contradictions, progress and peril entwined. The tale of Cain's descendants is a study in contradictions, a tapestry woven from threads of both light and shadow. In their ingenuity, we see the boundless potential of the human spirit, yet in their transgressions, we confront the darker aspects of our nature. The legacy of Cain is a burden we all carry, a reminder that progress is not without risks. It challenges us to acknowledge both our capacity for greatness and our proclivity for darkness. As we marvel at our modern world, let us not forget the lessons of our past. Progress without compassion is a hollow victory. Innovation without a moral compass can lead to ruin. Embrace progress with wisdom and restraint. Only then can we build a future of enduring hope and promise. Section 1. A city forged in defiance. The city of Enoch, rising from the desolate plains of Nod, stands as a stark symbol of both human resilience and defiance. Built by a man cast out from paradise, marked by a brother's blood, It represents a bold rejection of divine judgment, a declaration of independence from the will of God. Within the protective embrace of Enoch's walls, Cain and his descendants sought to create a world of their own design, a world governed by human laws, driven by human ambition and fueled by human ingenuity. No longer bound by the constraints of Eden, they were free to explore the limits of their own potential for better or worse. This newfound freedom, however, came at a cost. In turning their backs on the garden, they also turned away from the divine guidance that had once governed their lives. The world outside Eden was a world of uncertainty, a world where the line between right and wrong was easily blurred, a world ripe for both progress and transgression. Enoch, in its very existence, challenged the established order. It represented a bold experiment in human governance, a rejection of the divine right of kings and the notion of a preordained fate. It was a city built on the belief that humanity could forge its own destiny, even if it meant defying the will of heaven itself. As the city of Enoch grew and prospered, so too did its spiritual landscape. With the memory of Eden fading into distant myth, the descendants of Cain sought new forms of meaning. They turned their gaze towards the heavens, populating the cosmos with a pantheon of gods and goddesses. This embrace of polytheism reflected the changing social and spiritual dynamics of Enoch. With the rise of specialized labor and social hierarchies, a single deity no longer seemed sufficient. The gods and goddesses of Enoch were active participants in the lives of mortals. They were worshipped through elaborate rituals and consulted for guidance in love, war, and the harvest. With no single unifying faith, rival sects emerged, each vying for power and influence. The worship of certain deities became intertwined with political agendas, leading to conflicts and power struggles. Cain's exile led to the creation of Enoch, a city of innovation and conflict. The advancements in Enoch became civilization's foundation, but also birthed new conflicts and spiritual corruption. Cain's legacy is a paradox of progress and peril. Enoch's influence echoed in ancient empires, from Mesopotamia to Egypt. Innovations and conflicts from Enoch shaped these civilizations. The duality of progress and exploitation persisted through history. Ancient Egypt epitomized Cain's dual legacy of innovation and oppression. The Egyptians harnessed the Nile and built monumental structures, yet their society was marked by rigid hierarchy and exploitation. Mesopotamia inherited Cain's legacy of innovation and conflict. They built cities, developed writing, and pursued power. Their history is a blend of progress and relentless warfare. Cain's legacy endures in modern innovation and conflict. Our advancements echo Tubal-Cain's forge and Jubal's music. Progress must be tempered with compassion to avoid ruin. Enoch's legacy shapes our modern cities. Skyscrapers and technology echo ancient innovations, yet inequality and destruction mirror Enoch's shadows. Cain's story reflects humanity's dual nature. We are capable of both great good and profound evil. Our progress must balance creation and destruction. Cain's legacy invites us to conscious creation. We must use innovation responsibly and with compassion. Our future depends on learning from past mistakes. Cain's exile influenced human spirituality. Polytheism emerged, reflecting human complexity. Ancient gods provided solace and inspired both devotion and cruelty. The shift to monotheism was a natural progression. Innovations from Cain's legacy set the stage for a new faith. This transformation reshaped civilizations and continues to influence us today.